Last little word about this movie is don't get too attached to any of the characters. This is war, after all. I would like to point out that my friend and anchor tonight, Noelle, has the hots for Chris Hemsworth, or as she put it, would love to get her some Chris. Wolverines! Stay tuned. WMCM, Nick Ragner, will be back with this week's weather.
Fact: University of Wisconsin La Crosse is ranked the #2 college in the Midwest.
UW La Crosse is ranked number 34 for out-of-state students among public universities nationwide. UW La Crosse is ranked as one of the most military-friendly schools in the nation.
UW La Crosse is number 24 among medium colleges and universities for Peace Corps volunteers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Ragner, and I'll be your chief meteorologist for the weather this weekend. Starting out with today, we are experiencing a high of 38 degrees, but it's going to be quite chilly tonight as we may experience a low of 19. Moving on down to Friday, again, a high of 38, partly cloudy, and there's a very big discrepancy between the high and the low, so make sure that you are built with clothing for both temperatures. Moving on to Saturday, there is a high of 39, so it's going to be quite warm, but also a very mild chance of snow. So yeah, bust out those snow shovels because you might have to use them. And now on to Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy with another high of 37. So it looks like we're going to have some very consistent temperatures this weekend. So yeah, now on to, we are going to go to Katie Butzen with this week's interview. Katie?
Thanks, Nick. Sounds like a great weekend to look forward to with weather. And we're going to talk about how Ballroom Dances waltz its way to La Crosse in a student-run ballroom dancing gang. I'm joined here by Katie Pence, who is a member of the ballroom dancing team. And can you tell us a little bit about the club? How did the club start? What's it about? I mean, I know there's a variety of different dances involved in ballroom, but so could you just enlighten us with that?
Sure. We started out a couple years ago on campus. We had some social dance groups that, they never really stuck around, and last year they dissolved completely. So Nicole Bottleson, who is now our captain, she's a transfer this year from Rochester, and she came here and she had been dancing there at Rochester. Didn't really have anything to do here once she had came and decided to start her own competitive team. So in October, actually, we started dancing. We do 6 dances, 3 smooth dances, and 3 rhythm. Those dances are cha-cha, swing, and rumba for the rhythm, and foxtrot, tango, and waltz for our smooth. So it's a lot of fun. It's really something different that you can do here on campus.
And could you describe like a typical practice? It sounds like you have a lot. So do you kind of split up the practices by dance, or do you do a little bit of each dance in each section of practice? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we usually have practices for 2 hours, and we do break it up by dance. We start by jogging and warming up. And if you've ever watched 12 girls try and run in a circle in heels, it's pretty funny. So
I can't run in the circle while running in a circle.
Try doing high knees. So that's how we start out, and then we usually break it down by dance, and we're paired up. But during practices, we dance with whoever. We have a lot of fun, switch it up, try new people. It's a lot of fun.
So is there a decent girl to guy ratio at practice, or we need a couple more guys there?
On our entire team, we have 6 guys and 12 girls. So it's always good for the guys. They get to come in, get their pick of 12 ladies for the night. So guys, if you're ever looking to have some fun, learn a couple new moves, come on down.
Impress the ladies.
Exactly.
So, what type of attire is required? I know you mentioned heels, and I'm sure guys don't have to wear heels, but...
Well, for practices, we all just kind of show up in, shorts, t-shirts, whatever we're comfortable in. It gets kind of warm in the rec center where we practice. For competitions, though, we have special shoes the girls do. They've got a soft sole, so they actually bend with your foot. And then we just wear, most of us wear like our homecoming dresses that we had from high school.
Oh, recycling. Woo-woo.
Exactly, nice flowy, real pretty. We put our hair up and we're gorgeous. Guys also have special shoes. We always make fun of them because they're always very shiny. But they have special shoes as well, and then they just wear, a nice shirt and tie.
So, what are some of the more difficult aspects that you've encountered in the dance? Because I feel like dancing with high heels on is just, I commend you for that because I can't walk in high heels, so...
Mostly what's difficult is just keeping on time with the dance and everything and making sure you're with your partner.
So I heard you have a competition coming up this weekend. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yep, we're going to Minneapolis for the USA Dance Competition, Star of the North. We'll be competing in beginner level, which is newcomer, and also in bronze. We also have 6 couples, including myself and my partner, who will be competing for the team. And that'll be a lot of fun.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Katie, and thank you so much for coming in. We'll be right back with this week's sports.
Actually, we'll do sports right now. Thank you very much, Katie. It was a disappointing ending for the Eagles men's and women's basketball programs this season. The Eagle men lost on their home court last Tuesday night in the first round of the WIAC tournament. The Eagle women ended their season with a victory over conference opponent UW Superior, but with a record of just 11-14, did not qualify for the postseason. Those bitter pills are perhaps a bit easier to swallow for a few athletes this week, as the WIAC announced its all-conference award winners. For the Eagle women, senior guard Brianna Radowitz was selected first team all-conference. The Mukwonago native led UWL in scoring, steals, and assists this season. Radowitz started all 25 games for the Eagles and put up a career-high 32 points in a victory over Platteville on February 9th. The Eagle men saw 2 athletes selected to the All-WIAC first team. Senior guard Jeff Hayden and senior forward Lucas Morrissey both received their first nod as all-conference competitors. Hayden, the Illinois native, led the Eagles in scoring and assists this season and shot over 40% from beyond the arc. The hometown kid, Lucas Morrissey, led the Eagles in rebounding, blocks, and steals, and was the team's second leading scorer, averaging just over 10 a game. Morrissey also was named to the All-WIAC defensive team. Awards are being handed out for the winter season, but the spring season is in full tilt. This past weekend, the Eagles softball team traveled to Finlandia University in Michigan for a 3-day tournament. UWL competed in 6 contests over the weekend and came back home with a 4-2 record to begin the season. After dropping 2 of their first 3 games, the Eagles refocused to take down their final 3 opponents. A tough loss early on Saturday was countered when the squad bounced back with a thrilling victory over Marian University. The offensive showcase ended when pinch runner Alicia Faber scored the winning run on a Marian pass ball. The 7-6 victory set the stage for Sunday as the Eagles finished play with 2 victories. First, UWL notched a 3-1 victory over Carey University. Carroll was within a run after 5 complete, but Kelly Anderson slammed any hopes of a comeback victory over the Eagles with a solo shot home run in the top of the 6th. The story for the Eagles' final game of the tournament was offense. After falling down 1-0 early to Concordia, the Eagles rallied back with 6 runs in the next 3 innings. Katie Fink was 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored as UWL coasted to the 8-4 victory. The Eagles return to action tomorrow night as they travel to Augsburg College in Minnesota. Our final sports story tonight, we dive into the WIAC Swimming and Diving Championships where the women were the stars. Let's jump into the action right now. Lane 4 in the lead is the young lady seated right next to me, Noe Anderson. Anderson's 3rd place finish, along with 1st place marks from teammates Brooke Reynolds, Andrea Kolich, and Sarah Zamanovich, helped the Eagle women capture their second consecutive WEAC title. That's all for this week in sports. And Noe, I got to imagine it was a very exciting time last week. What's next for the Eagle women swimming?
Well, you know what, going on to nationals, I think it's actually our spring break. So that spring break, they're going to be heading down to Shenandoah, Texas, so it's really exciting. There is one guy going, actually, David Flickinger, and then the rest of our Lady Eagle relays.